Make a video on how to become mesmerizing. Now, before everyone begins and says, oh, you just have to be beautiful, that's it. No, that is not true. I know a lot of people that are physically beautiful, but they are not attractive. They are not mesmerizing to anyone. There is so much more that comes into the game of being mesmerizing or into the game of seducing people. Some of these things are very, very important, especially if you're trying to gain success in life. If you're trying to even find a partner, adapting these qualities is very important. That's why I want to share with you guys how to become mesmerizing. Before we get into this video, I want to say a huge thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video. BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform that can easily connect you with a licensed therapist that can help you with any issue you might be facing. BetterHelp also has a network of over 30,000 therapists, so you can easily find a therapist that is the right match for you. However, if the therapist that you found was not a great match, you can switch therapists with no additional charge. So you save a lot of time and you save a lot of money. I also absolutely love that it's online, because finding a therapist can be so hard, especially if your area has like limited options. And as well, talking to your therapist out of the comfort of your own home is such a big blessing, especially if you don't want to leave your house or you just don't feel like it.
To get started, you fill out a questionnaire so they can understand your wants and needs, and then you get matched to a therapist in as little as a few days. You can schedule phone, video, or message-based sessions, whatever you are more comfortable with. You also have your own virtual journal, and you can attend group sessions.
So you basically get all the same benefits as an in-person therapist, but without the extra hassle. If you think that you might benefit from therapy, then please click the link in the description down below or visit betterhelp.com/wizardliz. Clicking that link will not only help support this channel, but it also gives you 10% off your first month at BetterHelp. Hi guys, my name is Liz and welcome back to my channel. Okay, let's get into it. First things first, you have to make people feel important. The way I do this is when I am sitting with someone or I'm going out, I make sure I have my full attention on them. I'm not looking around to other people. I'm not on my phone. My phone is not even on site. I will put my phone away and I will talk to the person. I will look at them. And best believe when that person leaves my table, they will leave more confident, feeling better about themselves, and literally thinking that they're a walking blessing on earth. We as humans, we naturally seek out things that make us feel better about ourselves. That's why a lot of people, they go for sugar, or they have like different addictions that releases dopamine in our head, because it makes us feel good. So when we have people in our life that makes us feel good about ourselves, we naturally are more attracted to them. Well, I listen to them. I let people speak. I let them tell them about themselves. People are so interesting. You have to look at people as if they're the first person you've ever seen, and as if you're falling in love with them. Even with my girlfriends, like I literally look at them like, whoa, you're so amazing, you know? And because I give out the energy of like, you are so amazing, it naturally comes back to me. People think that way about me because I make them feel amazing. Work on your communication skills. The number one thing that people have always praised me for, random people, my neighbors, whatever, whenever I talk to them, they are like, Liz, your communication skills are phenomenal. Like, it's out of this world. Why? Because I can talk to anyone. I'm like a chameleon. I can talk to a very serious person. I can talk to the funniest person on earth. They will all love me, okay? Why is this? First of all, I know how to put my thoughts into words. I know how to correctly say things, and I know how to say things without really offending someone, right? I also know how to explain things to people like they're a 5-year-old. If you're really good at communication, if you can explain what you want to explain to a 5-year-old. Because a lot of people, they tell me as well, like, oh, why does she talk so like childish? Why does she not use bigger words? You guys don't realize that people that don't really speak English that well are watching my videos. And they watch my videos and they have to understand everything that I'm saying. The biggest, powerful people knew how to talk and explain things in simple words. I'm gonna go on here, yeah? And I'm gonna talk in difficult words. I'm not gonna explain. Who's gonna watch the videos? Like, not everyone understands this. So you have to learn on how to make your thoughts make sense to everyone. so that everyone will understand what you're saying. Your body language, when you're sitting with someone, make sure you're always sitting towards them. Never turn your feet away from them or your body away from them, because this shows that you're not interested, or it's almost like, oh, I want to leave, okay? Don't close yourself off. This, if you talk like this is like a barrier around yourself. Just try to stand like this with your hands next to you. Another thing is people are less likely to trust you if they cannot see your hands. So make sure your hands are always visible. Don't put them in your pockets. Don't put them behind you, because that will make people subconsciously be less likely to trust you. And a very important thing as well is when you're talking to someone, make sure you keep eye contact. And I'm not saying like this and like crazy, looking at them with crazy eyes. No, just know the art of eye contact. Look people in the eyes when you're talking. It shows confidence. It shows that you're comfortable with the person. Don't be looking around constantly. And if you have a hard time looking at people in the eyes, look in between their eyebrows. It's almost the same thing. They will not notice it, okay? If you also have another problem with looking people in the eyes, then go out, yeah? Put sunglasses on, even if you're in the mall, whatever. Walk with sunglasses and learn to look people in the eyes from your sunglasses. They can't see it, okay? They can't see it. So basically look at them and teach yourself little by little to look people in the eyes. People are also less likely to trust people that don't look you in the eyes, because they will believe that you're not trustworthy, you're hiding something, you're lying to them. Another thing is have the ability to adapt to different people and different situations. This is a sign of high intellect and high emotional intelligence. What does emotional intelligence means is basically the ability to control your own emotions and the emotions of people around you. See, the reason why this is so important is if you are talking to someone that is very religious, for example, you cannot say the same things to that person that you would say to an unreligious person, you know, or a more open-minded person. Why? Because it will not be received the same way, and you can create arguments, or you can create big fights because of your unwillingness to adapt. Especially a big issue in this day and age where everyone thinks that everyone should just accept them and whatever they say. Yes, you might think that, but in the real world, people will put you in your place if you do that, okay? And if you're trying to avoid conflict, just learn how to adapt to situations, learn how to adapt to people. Not everyone is the same. I also, the way I speak, for example, if I speak very harsh or if I give harsh advice, I will not do that with my more emotional friend who will take everything I say more personally. But I have other friends who have like a tough, like they don't care, you know, they're like me. I can talk to them the same way how I talk to you guys. But to the emotional people, I can't, and I know this, and I won't do this. The other thing is understand that we like the people that act the same way as we do. Mimicry is a sign of attraction. Research has literally shown that we are more attracted to people that behave the same way as us. This is so true because, for example, if you see people in a relationship, when they get into a relationship, the partners will literally start to act like each other and even start to look like each other. Why is this? Because our human brain naturally looks for similarities when we're looking for a partner or whatever, because we want them to be like us and to fit in our reality and in our world. It's the same for me. Like when I'm even choosing a friend, for me, subconsciously it's very important that my friend is clean and is like very hygienic, because I am very hygienic and I love that when my partner, when my friends are the same way. So how you can do this to become more mesmerizing is, for example, if you have a friend or if you have like a date or whatever, then whenever they say something, then try to find similarities. Like try to be like, oh, if he says like, oh, I love horse riding, say, oh, I like horse riding too. Obviously don't lie. Like if you don't like it, don't say you like it. But if you like it, then mention it. So in his brain, he will immediately click like, oh, we have similarities, so we're a good match. Also, if someone is telling you something, mirror what they're telling you back to them. So for example, if someone says like, oh yeah, and then my mom went to a ranch, and then just remember that they said that. So really listen to what they're saying, right? And then later on you say, oh, and that thing you said when your mom went to a ranch, you saying what they said back to them is very powerful, because this will make them feel like, oh my God, this person was really listening to me. Say exactly what you mean. See, in this day and age, we have so much miscommunication. People, they think like, oh, I'm not gonna say what I mean. They have to figure it out for themselves. People are not mind readers, okay? Especially in relationships. If you're upset with your partner, say that you're upset. Like for me, it's very important that my partner has communication skills because I am a very big communicator. Like I need to figure out what happened, why it happened, and that's it. We need to talk about it. A lot of fights can be avoided if the person would just say exactly what they meant or how they phrased it, and then just explaining how it was a miscommunication, whatever. Like explain yourself. If you had a fight or whatever, say, no, this is actually what I meant. I didn't say it properly. Good communication skills is extremely attractive. Like it's extremely attractive. But obviously say it in a nice way. Don't be hostile, don't be aggressive. Just say it like, oh, this is actually what I meant. That's it. And then you can resolve your issue on what you really meant and not on some miscommunication that happened down the line. Don't